What's up, all you beautiful people? Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is in the building. Of course, like you saw in the last episode, the whole system glitched out. It bugged out. I don't know what went on. We had to resign from Pretoria Callies. We are looking for a new job in this video. Hopefully, we can get into maybe Europe, which would be really, really awesome to try and get into European football. Maybe somewhere else in Africa. We've got still Nigeria, Tunisia, and Egypt all still available. I think Morocco is on there as well. You can have a look at those options. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We're still calling it the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. That is not going to change because it's all about the Vuvuzela becoming the greatest manager in the world. And that is my Vuvuzela victory. That is what I'm after. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Smash subscribe, smash the notification button, and then give us a thumbs up as well. It really helps the algorithms a lot. So please, 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 if you're watching this video right now in the first minute of this video, hit the thumbs up, guys. It really does help the algorithms a lot, and I do appreciate every single one of you guys that have done so over the last year or so. A really big thank you. Let's run that intro and get into the game. Well, folks, it's been about a month since I've resigned from Pretoria Callies. They still haven't found a job, and I don't think any manager is going to go there because the league doesn't exist anymore. I've removed it. It's glitched out. It keeps saying that 8 games have been played, but when you look at like schedules of Pretoria Callies, there's no schedule, so I'm not sure how it is. And it's also they're still in the National First Division, the first period. I don't know. This is just weird the way it's working. Yeah, it just didn't tick over, unfortunately, so we are going to remove that. I have made an approach for the Swiss team, Jurden Sport, currently playing in the Swiss second division, by the looks of it. No, they should be in the first division, right? Did Young Boys get relegated and then come back up? I'm sure this is their first division. It must be their first division. But Young Boys aren't here, and the title holders... There's Young Boys. How did I miss that? They literally were sitting in third the whole time, and I just missed it completely. Anyway, they are currently bottom of the Swiss League. They're halfway through their season. They are 8 points from safety with a negative 17 goal difference. I wanted the job. I've declared my interest in the job. My name has been linked with the job, which is great. Hopefully we can get this job and move into Europe, which I think... it would be absolutely fantastic for us. Whether I can keep them going or not, I think I've got the other Swiss leagues included. Switzerland. Yes, we've got the DC league. So if I do lose my job, if I do get relegated, I still have a job. Hopefully they won't fire me off if I get relegated. We'll come back and see if I get an interview with the Swiss team or if anything else pops up. Hopefully we do it. Again, guys, I apologize that there's no transfer special. I'm not sure what happened to the database, why it's crashed like that. I tried to do a little bit of like digging online and see what I can figure out, but I just couldn't figure out anything why it decided to do that. It's just a glitch. I'm boiling it down on the fact that SuperSport United was supposed to get promoted, and because they're already in the Premiership, they couldn't have 2 teams, and the database didn't take that into account. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm thinking. I think the guy that created the database didn't put those restrictions on the teams that youth teams cannot be promoted further than a certain competition. Like, you know, for example, in La Liga, the Real Madrid B team or the Real Madrid second team can't go past the third division. That is the highest they can go. They cannot go to League 2. Liga 2 at all, and same with Bayern Munich, I think, is one of them as well. There is like restrictions on second teams that can't go further than certain divisions, and I just don't think this database had that. Any news? Any news? The Jurden fans consider interest from me. That's not bad at all, actually. I'm not the leading candidate. Renee Whaler is, who's got a Continental Pro license. I don't have a Continental Pro license at all. I've only got a National C license because my team didn't have the funds to grant me a National B license. Yeah, I'm quite low. I've got good working with youngsters, which I suppose is nice. That's quite cool. Well, looks like we're unsuccessful with the job from Yeridon Sport FC in Switzerland because of our lack of experience of guiding teams away from relegation. That is the reason they've given me why we have not gotten that job, which I mean is a little bit annoying, I won't lie. In terms of jobs that are insecure, there's a couple of other clubs that we could potentially get offers from. Maybe Sydney FC. We did get an interview once from Australia, so that is a possibility. Maybe the Belgium leagues. We sort of need a team that's sort of mid-table because apparently insecure relegation thing is a thing. Yeah. I see Wimbledon, Charlton and Fleetwood and MK Dons are all there. Bolton and Plymouth are there as well, which is, I mean, we're not going to get those jobs. But let's carry on, guys. This is going to be probably one of the most boring episodes you'll ever see on the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. I apologize for that. Luckily, you guys don't need to sit through all of this. You guys just need to chill. And with that being said, Hungarian League, the Mercanti Bank Liga, which is their second division. They have sacked their manager, sitting in 12th place, quite far above relegation. So the whole lack of relegation thing shouldn't be a problem. Let's apply for this job and let's declare interest in this job. Because I desperately need a job. I want the job. What does the press say? How do I feel about working abroad? Of course, I feel like working abroad. Do the fans want me there? Do the fans need me there? I don't want to apply for the Barocca job. We don't want to stay in South Africa, unfortunately. I'd love to stay in South Africa. I would have loved to stay with Pretoria Kellys and build the international squad that I've built and see how they would have done. But unfortunately, the database decided to have other thoughts on that one. We'll come back with any information about the Hungarian team. Hopefully. Good news. Okay, guys, I've applied for a lot of jobs. You can see a lot of jobs came up. I've applied for literally every single one of them. And we have 2 interviews. One with Thun, which is in the Swiss second division, currently 3rd in the Swiss second division. 2 teams only get promoted in this one to go up to the main league. Yeridon have got a draw since the last time they were looking for a manager. I'm just putting that out there. But this would be a really good opportunity for us in Thun. Thun, FC Thun. Where are they based? In Thun, in Stockholm Arena. A big club for us. The other one is from the Portuguese 4th tier in Club Football Canicel, I guess the C with a little copy at the bottom. Much different to the team that we're actually looking at. They're currently bottom of the Serie A team. So the way this works is like if you remember the regionals, the top 2 from each division, all 8 teams, will then go to playoffs where they all compete and then go into League 3 to potentially go through. And they go into like another playoff type of thing that goes in there. It's a very lots of football to be played. I'm going to do both interviews. We're going to watch the Thun one because this is the one I kind of really want more than the other one. This is a better opportunity for us. I can't speak the language. I'm confident I can quickly learn the language. I'm fairly adept at learning languages. Can you ease concerns that you never previously managed in this country? I'm asking for a chance. Your managerial experience lacks variety, in our opinion. Can you tell me why you've only worked with a small selection of teams? I've shown loyalty to every club that I've been in. You've developed a reputation for applying for other jobs while still employed. What's that all about? It was my choice and I stand by my decision. I feel that it's acceptable when you consider how long I've been in management. I mean, I haven't been that long. I would not let anything get in my way of ambition on further my career. I'm just going to say that one, even though I haven't been in it at the moment. I'm just exploring my options. We don't want to repeat of our last one. We had the part coming earlier than expected. Are you going to be around for a while? Yes, I tend to be. Yeah, I've never left after a brief spell, so that talks for him. I'm happy to work with him. Are you looking to bring any staff? I don't really want to. I'm going to keep as is, and then after a month or two, after a season or two rather, then we can look in. And then they want me to sign players under the age of 23. That's what I do, so that's quite cool. 1-year contracts, minimum 2-year contracts for first-team players. I'd love that. Record a Challenge League top half finish, be competitive in the Schwarzer Cup, and then just basically maintain top half in the league. That's all they want. I agree to all of that. Should you be high? The expectation for the club is to finish in the top of the table. Is that a fair? Do you think you can do it? Seed expectations. I believe I can take the team well beyond a proposed execution of a game promotion by winning the league title. I think we can challenge for playoff place. Let's put that one in rather. They're going to give me 62.76 million rand to spend. I like that. I think the proposed one is realistic and give me funds needed to bring the squad. There we go. 1.1 million rand wage budget. That sounds good. I can't think of anything else. That's the end of the interview. Hopefully that works. I'm going to do this interview off camera. Okay, guys, I've got a bit of a decision right now. Soon have offered me a job. But Peterborough have offered me an interview. Peterborough are in League One in England. I kind of, like when you do these type of saves, they always kind of sort of land up in England all the time. And maybe I'm not going to, I don't know, maybe I should just take the Toon job. Like, I've never managed in Switzerland before. I think this could be fun. I think I'm going to do this, guys. I think I'm going to reject the Peterborough interview. I am. There we go. And I'm going to take the Toon job. I am going to go to Switzerland. They're offering me 32,000 plus a relegation drop, which I will be sacked if they get me relegated because there's no third division loaded in Swiss. And then a top promotion of 15% rise. I'll take that. That's a good deal. 32,000 rand a week. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I know a lot of you guys talk about, the wages that you get as a manager, and you should just make it zero and you'll always accept the job. Yes, you can do that, and yes, you will get the job. But when there's 32,000 rand or whatever salary it is, that's the buyout fee that these guys have to pay if they want to poach you. So if you don't want other teams to poach you, then yes, put a high salary. If you want teams to poach you, then go low. 32,000 rand a week is not a high salary, so it should be fine if anybody comes and tries to headhunt me. Anyway, we are at the Thon. I love it. We are the manager of the Swiss team. Eyebrows have been raised around the world team appointment of a 40-year-old who has recently spent time away from the club football. I mean, I was away for a month and a half, and he showed plenty of faces. Agrees to live the national first division Pretoria's carry. At least it counts that. At least that's good. Thomas Stam was considered to be the favourite amongst the job, but particularly after he was spotted attending an interview with the club, but ultimately preferred a different candidate. Thun are currently on a 3-match unbeaten league run in 4th place in the Desi Challenge League. Thun have drawn 3 of their last 5 games in the league. Right, media prediction is 6th. We're hoping to get at least in the top 2 of the start of. They've been knocked out of the Schweizer Cup, so that's not going to be a problem. 62 million rand transfer budget is exactly what I love to see. They play a similar formation what we used to, just instead of... Actually, it's about the same, actually, I think. Just maybe the positions, but that's good. That's good. That's the type of thing that I like to see. Of course, we know we've got to sign under 23 people and develop using the club's youth system. We'll continue on smashing through. Right. This is the team, guys. Let's have a look at, not tactics. Let's look at the team. We'll check general info. Couple of goalkeepers. Some good star players. I'm just going to use, I know I don't really use the stars that often, but I'm just going to have a look at it. Carlos Canas, full of potential as a winger, 16 years old in the first team. That is interesting. I suppose he would be our star player, is Smet. 22-year-old Belgian. Very good wingback, by the way. His physicals and his mentals are really, really good. As a fullback, I think on attack, he's not bad at all. Not bad at all. We also then have Nadinchek, a left winger, inside forward. Nah. Not sure as an inside forward how he would form. The first touch and the anticipation is what worries me a little bit in his vision, but I think he should be fine in that position. There's some really good players in here. I'm going to have a look at also the youth sides, under 21s, any guys that are potentially looking to break in. A lot of 17-year-olds, going to let them develop rather in that league. 19, yeah, this guy looks pretty good. I like when I see lots of stars like that. For 16-year-old Swiss left back, that is... This man could be in the team very, very soon. Under 18s, anything looking great? We've got a Kosovo player. This guy looks... He could be potentially a fantastic little regista. If you have a look at his regista stats, other than the dribbling, I mean, this guy looks like he could... If he can develop, he could be absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going to set up the squad. We're going to then do everything. And when do I have our first game? Next game is on the 31st, on the 3rd of November. It's in 2 days' time. We take on Krenz, which will be our next episode's first game. There we go. So this will be the end of the episode. I'm going to just quickly run down, sort everything out, set up the tactics, set up the set pieces, and we're going to jump into it. Right, ladies and gents, this is the sort of starting 11 that I want to play. This is how we're going to line up. I will be fixing up their faces, don't worry. We're going to have Whitey in goals. He is the best of the two goalkeepers, or three goalkeepers, really. Nico Stuckey, probably a good backup goalkeeper, but Whitey is a very, very good goalkeeper. Played 13 games, conceded 11, 5 clean sheets. I like that. Looks good. On the right-hand side, we do have Shakor, who on paper, or at least potential-wise, is a better player than Zola. But I think Zola currently playing a lot better than him. So Zollner will get the nod ahead of him. German 25-year-old. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to go with Benel Mur, who is not... He wasn't the man that I said was the starting player. That was Smet. But Smet here, when I had a look at him and proper little dive in him, he wasn't that great compared to Benamir. And I'm not going to say he is great, other than his 15 crossing. Everything else is okay. He's a very slow player, which I don't really like the look of as a wingback, as a fullback. It's not ideal, but that's what we're going to go with. In terms of the midfield, we're going to go with Roth, who was the best of the defensive midfielder type of players. At 29 years old, though, we are going to look at maybe replacing him in the future. I do have the likes of Asani, on the bench, who can fill in that role. A much younger player, just not as good on paper than Roth, but that might swap around. And then as a regista, Janchik is the only player that can really fit in as a regista. He's literally no depth in the regista role that I want to play. I can switch the roles up, but I don't really want to. So that is a position we might look at in future, maybe replacing a 30-year-old Serbian player with someone else. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to go with Gutbab. Gutbab looks amazing as a right winger. We don't really have much options in terms of right winger. The only option is this Carlos Canas, a 16-year-old, turning 17 very shortly. He is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. As a right winger, he is absolutely phenomenal, but he's 16 years old. So he will get some game time as substitutes coming in and out around there. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to go with Dos Santos, another 26-year-old Portuguese-Swiss player. He looks like he could actually be a very good attacking midfielder as well. And I kind of want to play him as attacking midfielder rather than a left winger. But we don't really have much options in terms of left. We've got Jan Najansek, who looks like he could be a very good player, but I don't think he's the type of player that I want as an inside forward. I think he's more of the type of guy that can cross the ball quite nicely. And then Marquez will be the attacking midfielder. He is literally the second best behind Dos Santos in that role, so I think he could do quite well. And then up front, we're going to go with Campbell as the striker. He looks like he's the best of the bunch that I have in terms of strikers. The only other player that can play striker is Mark Gutbub, who would be a fantastic striker. But again, I don't want to rely on a 16-year-old to be my only attacking midfielder, right? So in terms of squad depth going forward, definitely another register is in order, another striker, and maybe another attacking midfielder on the right. Possibly even attacking midfielder on the left as well. But that is very long-term projects. Centre-backs, I didn't chat about them. I'm going to go with Munovic as a centre-back, a right-footed centre-back. He's probably the best defender that we have in the squad at the moment. Ryan Kessler of Switzerland is the best left-footed, well, when I say left-footed, not really great left-footed player. He will probably slot in there. We only have one other centre-back in the entire squad, and that is Nicola Stutter. Who would probably, you can say he's probably a little bit better than Kessler, but I want to go with Kessler a little bit because he has that dynamic with Munovic, but he is injured, so Sutter probably will start the first game going in. Guys, that's the squad. That's what we're going to go with. We are going to lose Lubil, who is a very good left back, but there's a bid being made. Apparently, it's in the end words of negotiations. If he rejects the offer from Will, then we will keep him on and he will be our first team left back. He is much better than Benalier and Smet at the moment, so hopefully we can keep a hold of him. If not, then that's 640,000 rand we can add to our transfer market. I think the transfer window is closed for another 74 days. We've got enough staff. We can add a lot of more staff if we want. We don't have a lot of scouts. We have 1 out of 4. We only allowed 1 scout. Oh, wow. No, we allowed, why does it say 1 out of 4? It should be 4 out of 1, right? No, 1 out of 4 is right. So we can add 3 more scouts. Wow, I'm bad at this. All right, we can add a couple more scouts, which should help us a little bit more. And then maybe get another coach in there as well, some performance analysts, just trying head of youth development we don't have. And that is one of the things that they wanted is a good youth intake. In terms of the club, you can have a look at their facilities, average youth recruitment, average junior coaching, average youth training, average everything. We are in the profit of 132 million rand, which is great. And we went a little bit up from there to there, so that's nice. We've got 62 million in the transfer budget. We are 1.15 million wage. I'm going to fix up all the squad, and we're going to come back in the next episode. We're going to take on Chris and Will. We'll do a double header. Why not? We'll see you then. Well, there you have it, folks. We are now managing in Switzerland with Sun. I'm going to go fix up the squad. We've got a game coming up next episode. We've got 2 games coming up next episode. I've got 3 days to sort out that squad. I'm going to do my best. If you guys like the video, leave a comment or 2 down below. Hit the thumbs up. Give us a subscribe and a notification. Your boy, the Vuslap, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.